So today's the day. Which one is going to yield more, unMineable or Ethermine? Now I took two iPolos and I put them in a head-to-head test for 2 weeks, and then I took those two iPolos and I swapped them and did a test for 1 week to see which pool would yield more. Now unMineable, I absolutely love it for their seamless use and being able to mine a whole bunch of different coins with random different amounts of hardware, which is obviously fantastic, and it's super easy for us to do. Less transactions, no trading involved. It just makes sense, right, for most of us. But how much are we losing by actually not just trading and swapping these coins ourselves? So my man Max Voltage is going to join me. We're going to go through a spreadsheet of the results of this test, and let's see what we came up with. Let's do it. All right, so here we are with Mr. Max Voltage, and we're going to go over this Ethermine versus unMineable spreadsheet that I put together and then Max fixed. So let's check it out. All right, here we are. Max, I'm going to let you kind of take the reins with how you got the results, because he knows how to do the like add, subtract, percentage, cells, all this stuff. I'm new to Excel. So big brain moment. Max, have at it.
Okay. So what we basically looked at was the paid total amount for both Ethermine and unMineable for both tests that were done here. The test that he did, that Chump did, was the fact that you have two different miners. So you want to make sure that you're swapping them for a period of time as well. So we did one test for 2 weeks and then swapped them and did another test for 1 week, or
Right.
vice versa.
And I did that because the silicon inside the actual units themselves, one got a little bit higher hash rate. As you can see, it shows like, where is it, right here, plus or minus 5 mega hash, but it was averaged around 288 for one of them and around 270 for the other. So seemed legit.
Correct. So what we started with was the paid total, what actually was paid out by the actual mining pools themselves. Although with the paid total, that also includes, in one of the examples, the second example, that includes some unpaid amount included in that. Then we added in the transaction fees of what was actually included in that payout, but also included in the second example for Ethermine, included one extra payout for that unpaid amount. It's been, like I said, working backwards. We took that paid total, added in the transaction fees to say what the amount would be after the pool fee, because we're assuming that they're taking the pool fee before they actually submit the transaction.
Right.
Which is the case, because basically the way that they take that pool fee is by mining for a portion of time, 1%, 0.75, whatever that is, of the time to their own pool. That's how they're taking the pool fee. Right. So then you basically then take that 1%, add that back in to get your total mined amount for Ethermine and for unMineable, because Chump has referrals, so therefore he is down to 0.75% pool fee according to unMineable. So we added in 0.75% back in to get the total mined amount. So this is the amount, one of the amounts that we're working with. So we did this 2 ways. We said, okay, what's the percentage difference between the two with the total mined amount and the paid total? So you basically, you have your raw and your net. And the results were very interesting. It's over 10% in both examples. So you have 10.8% and 10.52% in the 2-week example, and in the 1-week example, which is really interesting to me because the lower hash rate iPolo was on Ethermine, but yet the results appeared more favorable to Ethermine in this example, with 11.64% raw and 11.35% net. So
right. That could have had to do with the whole people on the pool, right? How many people are mining on that pool specifically? Because we don't even know what unMineable actually uses for a pool, correct?
Correct. I have no idea what they actually use for a pool, if they have their own pool, if they are kind of doing what NiceHash does, and the fact that they are using a different pool, but having their own port, basically.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. And we actually went over to miningpoolsprofits.com, and we were actually looking to see where Ethermine landed on the list of, pools or whatever, and it's actually towards the bottom. So it's not like I took the top pool in this test to do this test against unMineable, but again, it doesn't say, like, nothing here says unMineable, so we don't know what pool they use. It's just kind of up in the air at this moment.
Even in this list, you're only looking at a difference between, say, Ethermine and FlexPool. You're looking at a difference of about 4, maybe 5% the most.
Yep.
So you're still looking at a considerable lower. So the point being is, the conclusion that I have from this is, regardless of the reason, is unMineable taking a higher percentage than what they're saying, or is their pool just not as effective? Like one of the lower performing pools in that list, or maybe even below that. But for whatever reason, unMineable is not as profitable as to mining direct.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of it is kind of interesting results. Again, we can't point fingers because we don't know what's going on, but I would like to reach out to the unMineable team anyways and just find out like what pool they use for one. That's kind of something I really want to know. Like where or how does it work? Does it work like Nice Hash like you were just suggesting, or I don't know. I don't know. It's just something we kind of need to know, and then we would be able to put a little more together with this spreadsheet, I would say, or this test anyways, because like I want to know if it's going to be worth mining directly to like, F2 pool for my L7 and or go to unMineable and just, get say flux through that or whatever. You know what I mean? Instead of having to do like the transaction by myself, like over on a trading platform. Cause I mean, you're going to be paying for one. It's, more tax transactions you got to deal with for one, and two is going to be trading fees. So that's kind of a test I want to do also, but I don't want to waste my time and spend, a whole bunch of electricity mining to unMineable if it's really significantly different. That's kind of what I'm getting at. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, especially this one was ETC to ETC. So
right.
technically, I would think it
Yeah.
would have been less costly for unMineable to do this versus any of the other currencies.
Right.
And so I'd be curious to see if this gets worse. I don't see how it would get better, unless they make some changes to their pool structure. But I don't
Mhm.
see how it would how much worse. Be interesting to see how much worse it would get when you're actually going from one currency to another, which is the whole intention of using unMineable in the first place.
Right. Right. I basically did this just to see, where because again, where the baseline is, right? Because it's not actually profit switching. It is actually directly mining ETC to ETC. So there should have been a less of a step for unMineable. And that's why I did it. So, I mean, it was good results. Max, thank you so much for fixing this spreadsheet for me because it was kind of a mess when I started. But yeah, definitely needed a big brain here. So again, I appreciate you for being on. Thank you so much.
No problem.
So what do you guys think about these results? I know they're kind of interesting, so I really want to reach out to the unMineable team. This is an offer for you guys. If you would like to get together with myself and Max and kind of go over this spreadsheet or give us some insight as to what pool you guys use or anything along those lines to let us know why we may have possibly came across a 10 or 11% higher yield over on Ethermine, I am more than welcome to you guys coming on the show. So please let me know if you guys are interested in that. That would be excellent. If you guys at home appreciated this content, please go down there, hit that like button, and consider subscribing. Also, if you guys like spreadsheet videos, please go check out this one right here, and I'll see you guys real soon. Peace. MuskMiners.com. They provide a wide range of cryptocurrency services such as hassle-free server hosting, consulting, and competitive crypto mining hardware from all of the top profitable miners on the market currently. Musk Miners has been operating in the mining business since early 2017. They have now been professionally selling ASIC miners for more than 2 years and are 100% US based. Please go check out MuskMiners.com for all of your crypto mining needs.